thanks for coming. Come on up. Hey, come on up. Welcome to PRONEWS. My name is Zach. Today I'm here with Don. He's making me a cup of coffee before we sit down and really get into things.
Hey, what's up, guys? Want some coffee? All right.
Damn, you shipped that all the way from the States?
Yeah.
That's some dedication.
So
Coffee loving, huh?
I got the place, the desk, and this was the next thing. This was before the fridge.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Before the fridge.
Before the fridge.
best part.
Because I live right next to 7-Eleven, so milk, eggs, I just keep in 7-Eleven.
Here we go, a lot of pressure. Big times. Oh, yeah. Snap! Starbucks is calling, baby.
All right, there we
Go
go.
with the cappuccinoist.
A lot of big bubbles, but that's okay.
Looks
A lot
That
of
is
people
beautiful.
looking.
Damn.
Cool.
Starbucks on max.
There you go.
Can't
Starbucks
wait
doesn't
for
even do
protein.
that.
Yeah, I know,
No,
right?
they don't,
It's better
yeah.
than Starbucks.
Oh shit, this is not for me.
For you, go ahead. No, maybe
No,
you
dude,
could, let's have the interview. Okay.
This one's for you.
All right.
I got hella cups.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, brother.
All right, cheers.
Okay, so today I'm here with Don. Don, thank you for letting us in your space. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the coffee.
Nice to meet you, Zach.
Espresso, right?
Anytime.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. So yeah, tell me about yourself. What do you do? What are you doing here? You know.
Good. So I'm a PM for one of my companies, project manager, but I also do photojournalism for Japan Daily, and I'm the co-founder of the Bangers motion graphics videography company, and just my own side hustles as a freelancer.
Yeah. You got what a great setup going on here.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from San Diego.
I see.
Yeah, that's my hometown.
What brought
Yeah.
you here to Japan?
Oh, okay. I'll change that question because my answer isn't very unique or interesting. I'll answer with why I'm still here after 9 years.
Okay. I love that. Yeah.
That's because I think I really didn't have any intentions to explore like videography or any creative endeavor here, but after I met my partner at Japan Daily, who needed just someone to shoot an event with actually this camera.
Bam.
Yeah, that's why I will never get rid of this camera. This is probably the one thing that kept me here in Japan. And after that, just started finding more work, shooting more events. But also just Japan, we can do that in America, but Japan for me is like the right level of difficulty. It's definitely a good like equilibrium of resistance and opportunity here.
Since we're speaking of cameras,
Yeah.
and you have this camera, can you
Yes.
tell us what it is and what we're
So,
looking at? Look at this lens.
This
too.
is right.
Classic,
This is
baby.
the Canon 60D, and this was my first.
60D,
Yeah.
Cool.
I think the last one was the 90D a couple years ago, but the 10D line. This is my first ever camera and lens that I got at the same time. Remember getting this in university at Best Buy, and I've shot a lot of sports and wildlife with this, and then sports eventually led me to shooting more like events, and that's how I started working more with photography.
I see. What are
Yeah.
you? Are you more of a filmmaker, or are you more a videographer or a photographer?
I will always like photography more, I think.
Capturing that moment. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's just the pacing. You're more present. Like with each image, it's a still image. So that's my favorite part of photography. But videography is actually more of what I do now.
I see.
Especially with the company I'm at right here in Tokyo, and kind of more the clients I've been serving revolves around videography. And that's more of a reflection of kind of like how the market is. So I don't shoot Canon anymore. Last time I did was actually for the Rugby World Cup.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
World
because
Cup. Damn,
crop
getting
sensor
it.
lens.
That's some good stuff right there, baby. Flex, pop, pop.
Yeah, it was fun. That was fun times. But yeah, so this is mostly my just workbench area.
I love it. It's so organized and clean.
Thank you. I try. Otherwise, if I don't organize it physically, then mentally I will probably not have the same grasp of.
You know, I think that's so important as like for like freelancers like ourselves. We gotta make sure our house is clean so that our mind is clean. So so that we can actually make a clean edit or cut or work organization.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful what you got going on. I feel like I could work in here right now.
Oh,
I just want to get to work right here, hang out. Yeah.
That's the biggest compliment I can have. Yeah. All you want to do is lower the barriers of entry to the things you want to do.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. This is my office.
Love it.
So again, it's mostly trying to have things at either arm's length or I can grab with one hand, or just a visual reminder of things that I need to do or should do. For example,
again, this dude, you're killing it. It's really wonderful.
Thank you. So yeah, even just the layout, I need to have folders are not enough for me because if they're not in a physical, like a digital 2D physical layout, then I won't be able to locate them. As far as my gear, I've moved from Canon to, nothing against Canon because it's how I started, but pretty much this is where I'm at now, and this is a kit that is at its 4th or 5th iteration. I used to have a 2-camera setup, but there's only one of me, so I used to have a 2-camera setup, but yeah, 2 cameras, 1 person. So I've decided to go with the Fuji X-T4, mostly because it's the best balance for stills and video that I look for in a camera. And I just like the tactile feel of it, and even though it does slow down the process, for me it makes me feel like each shot is a little bit more intentional.
Right. Yeah. You're actually you're doing like what you love, and it makes it funner. So it's not even that hard to do. So
yes, absolutely. No, that's the thing. I only do things because they're fun.
Right.
I try to do things because they're fun.
Don't we all? Yeah.
Sometimes I got to do things that pay the bills.
Yeah, of course.
But as much as I can control, I want to control how I experience the job. Which most of the time I don't think of it as a job, as more of just a service. But yeah, so
what kind of lenses you got? What are we looking at here?
I've got, I didn't show you downstairs.
You got more?
So downstairs was the telephoto that I started off with, but the camera and lens combination that I started to fall in love with was the Canon Pancake lens, 24 millimeter, because it opened me up to street photography. And that is my favorite form of documentation right now, because I think cities just in general is the best barometer for any civilization or just humanity. A city is the best picture of how you can compare societies. And 24, this is the 23 mil. Lets me get closer to subjects, and how low profile the Fuji is allows me to not be like obtrusive about it. So my general setup is pretty much 23 with screen flip like this, and I'm usually able to be a part of the event or part of the action without introducing myself in the action. And that's one of the advantages for this, and also the 35, because it has more of a 35 on crop is 50, so you get a little tighter shot. I use this for more dramatic shots, but yeah, these are my 2 favorite lenses
full
here.
Frame, right?
This one is an APS-C, so Fuji does APS-C or medium format, and nothing in between.
I'm still so new to Fuji.
No
I don't
worries.
Really know what they do.
Yeah, no, that's it. And for now, that's why I feel like not a lot of people, right now, not a lot of people might shoot or even think about Fujifilm as a video camera, but that's also kind of the charm of it. There's a little bit of novelty with it, and I mean, it just adds to the experience.
No, I got some buddies that have it and they love it.
Right. So yeah, it's been really fun to use, and fun and easy.
Absolutely.
They look really nice on the body. It looks like almost like a native lens. I don't know where this.
I use the Super Takumar for my Canon as well.
Right? Yes. It just, the focusing ring, no matter how many times, like,
It feels so quality, yeah.
It does, dude. It does. It's like really responsive.
I'm glad you brought your
That one I don't feel the same way about this, but I do like the focus clutch. You can probably tell I'm a very tactile person, so that's kind of the angle that's kind of like part of the fun for shooting.
I see.
Yeah. So for the longest time, I had this setup. Just a super long telephoto zoom, or just a really relatively low profile 24 mil, and this kind of made me get into videography, because this is just a normal position for me, and I can just be in the background and capture an event. It's wide enough, but it's also close enough where you can isolate each subject. So I wanted to emulate this in future rigs. So that's why I shoot with the 24 or 23. This is 24. That's the 23, and it's the same setup now. Like, this is what I was doing 10 years ago. Same thing. No cage, just because sometimes I just want to take a picture, and
you don't got the handles either.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're more freestyle.
Yeah,
I think it is. It's hard because I want to use a cage sometimes to really get a nice shot, but sometimes I got that shake, so it kind of messes up so much.
For sure. So there are trade-offs, and that's why I've developed my shooting style to accommodate not just the deficiency or not just the demerits of having like a smaller sensor or having a non-stabilized lens. So I'll try to do as many lock-off shots as possible, but that means I have to time it perfectly when the subject ends up in frame. So I think those are things that contribute to shooters like artistic style. So for me, the physicality of shooting affects kind of how I approach each shot. And it's fun. It's like a puzzle. It's like a game every time.
Yeah.
So
you gotta love your work,
Yes.
Good and bad. So.
Absolutely.
Sure. Well, speaking of work, I can't wait to see you at work later on.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Thanks again. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll see you in Pacifico.
Yeah. I can't wait. We'll see you there, bros.
All right. Catch you guys there. PRONEWS, baby.
All right, thanks again for letting us in your zone.
I appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. I can't wait to see some of the photos.
I'll definitely send them your way.
That's gonna be lit. I heard there's actually an Airy Alexa over there at the raid.
Oh, that's the one over there, right?
Yeah, we should check it out.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you next time. Later.
Peace, y'all.